as a bird, as I heard the cornfield song call out to me. I heard it in the reeds that day, so I followed the path. It gave me strength to not fear the way. Underneath the willow tree, the branches lay comfort me, when a little bunny rabbit slept next to me. It was the only thing I could be, because I saw my destiny. And even though the bullies were harsh and my friends, they only used me for my innocent heart, I told the teacher that day that the woman who used to tell me it was just a game. So I took to the sky and I imagined my life, and I saw the timeline that saw no strife, and I believed in a dream once and for all. I took my finger and pulled it to the ground, and I called my path, though that's where I was found. Of no gate, but that of a beautiful butterfly I'm by. So I took my brush, two in my hand, and I put on the canvas all the way I could stand. The pain in the heart that was stealing me, I let it go on the pages you see. I wrote up my life till I was a king, and the painting came and went. See, as I began to live my dream, suddenly I thought I'd seen the one that was right for me. But rose-colored glasses stole my heart, but it wasn't to be so. I had to go on. When I finally moved on, just when I thought love could never find me, then walked in my destiny, and the creative part of my soul was free. And I knew that to die wasn't a gift. I had to find the power within, find the destiny that was mine. I could live for a little time, I knew it was meant to be. So she sang with the song of a wail in her heart, and the joyful laugh flowed. Rose-colored glasses stole my heart, but it wasn't to be so. I had to go on. When I finally moved on, just when I thought love could never find me, then walked through my destiny, and the creative part of my soul was free. And I knew that to die wasn't a gift. I had to find the power within, find the destiny that was mine. La 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 la. La 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 la.
One day I open up my eyes and I hope that I can finally see the sky, and even though my day is begun, I can always say this with the voice of all the hope I have left in me. I just want you to see, I see, I just want to be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start of. I see you'll be a part of. hope you finally see me. I walked past you the other day, and all I saw was hearts all day. That I could dream for a moment, it could be true, but now all I feel is blue.
I think I'm ready to finally
Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain.
Oh, no, wrong button. Ha. Oh, give me a second. Jesus Christ. All right, guys, welcome on in. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Joshua Bleasy. I am the unknown prophet of Twitch. I am here to do daily clearings between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time every day except the weekends. Let me talk about the weekend first. I had a fabulous 2-year anniversary. I had a lot of people come in and say hi and drop their support. So I want to say, God damn it. Okay, just forget it. I'm just going to fix it. Damn it. Damn hat. There, you got to see my hair. I'm not embarrassed by my hair, by the way. I just wear it. This is for a spiritual reason. That's why I wear the hat. You know, it keeps those negative emotions out of my head. Anyway, so I'm Joshua Bleasy. I do Ethereal fire readings from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Like I said, I had a great weekend, and I had a positive weekend celebrating my anniversary. So we're going to be doing it next year again, and I hope I can see you on my 3rd year anniversary. Well, guys, hi, Sergeant. Hi, Paz. I see you guys are in here. I was going to have a smoke real quick, but let me start a smoke, and then we'll get to doing readings. So I see your numbers in chat there, and you want to know what's coming for the next 3 months, Sergeant. Okay, let's get to it. You know me. All right. Cleansing shuffle first and foremost. Cleansing shuffle. And I haven't even started yet, and they're already wanting to talk to me. All right, guys, so let's go. Tell Sergeant what he needs to hear. You get all excited first thing in the morning. Jesus. You're going to get a God card, I swear. All right, let me see. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where's a nice spot? Where's a good spot? Okay, so here are your 9 official shuffles. What's up, EP? How's it going, my man? All right, now, here we go. Here's coming for you. I'm doing awesome. 9 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and last but not least, hi Jing, how you doing? Nice to see you. All right, and then we've got the 50-second card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, and this 42nd. So see, my cards actually do have more than 52 cards. So there's that reason why I do that. So I actually have like 84 cards in my deck. So those go on top. Good to hear, Jing. Good to hear. All right, let's get to what you need to know for the next 3 months, okay? So over the course of the next 3 months of what I'm feeling for you there, my friend, Sergeant, is that it's a return to understanding that it's going to be time to face some fears of yours, to overcome some obstacles in our life and keep going even though we hear the cracks in the ice. So just know that some of the things you've been dealing with in the past will be forefront and you'll have to deal with them, but you'll deal with them well and you'll deal with them, keep moving forward. So this is all about not letting yourself freeze in place and moving forward, stomping your feet into the ice and realizing there was ground underneath you all along. So it was just the little tiny ice that we're walking on. We don't need to be afraid. We are not in any danger. So keep going with what you've got planning to go for the next 3 months. It's going to help you in a lot of different ways. As we're learning to overcome our fears, and as we are overcoming a lot of the obstacles, we will discover that there are some things we're paying way too much attention to. These are the other fires of our life, whether it can be giving our fear to an abuser, where it's giving our hate to a rival, while it's giving our stress and anxiety to ourselves. It's time to allow ourselves the time to extinguish those flames and heal those wounds once and for all by simply forgiving them, forgetting them, or moving the hell on from them. So understand that there is going to be this moment where you put out some of those fires that no longer serve you any purpose any longer. And then we're going to do the hard work of putting our shield back on ourselves, the more positive shield that we've had since the very beginning. So we have to remind ourselves that the sleek card is all about putting that shield back on and walking around in sunshine, protecting yourself from the little pellets of doom and gloom outside of your sphere. That's what we walk in. We walk in that positive light. We walk in that positive glow. And as you begin to travel this 3 months and experience all of these facets, not only do you become a stronger spirit, a stronger shield, but a stronger person for it. It will be a time where you see yourself and you will honestly see that you've been kind of pigeonholing yourself a tiny bit in some areas of your life, and you'll break apart that image and you'll no longer see yourself as just one thing only. You'll see yourself as the whole package. And that's what this next 3 months is going to be about. Overcoming that old image of yourself and proving to yourself that you are the person you are right now, Sergeant. And your God card is, we have your back. Your gods are saying that they have your back. They're giving you everything you need right now to wield the magic that you need to wield this next 3 months. So you got to pick up whatever they're giving you and use it to your advantage. So that doesn't always mean positive, warm, gushy gifts sometimes. Sometimes they got to put you through something in order for you to understand how to get through it. So that's your reading for today, Sergeant. I've only been in here 5 minutes and I've already got the cloud-like feeling in me. I feel like I'm walking around in a cloud dream. It's kind of like a dizzying feeling, but I'm sitting here. I've got my blood sugar is fine. My blood pressure is fine. You know, but it feels like I'm walking around in a daydream, you know. So, Sergeant, that's what I got for you today. Hopefully that helps you navigate the next 3 months. I don't think it's going to be a very hard time for you. It's just going to be a time of re-empowerment and getting some of the tools that you used to use back on track and kind of coming full circle and realizing how much power you actually had, blah, 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 yakety smackety. You'll figure it out by the end of this last 3 months. It'll come full crescendo for you. That's what I'm feeling. So, all right, Sergeant, that's what I got for you. Pause into the reading room. Pause to the reading room. Let me start doing my cleanse here. Pause to the reading room. Positive impact to the reading room. Don't give me a chance to smoke my cigarette. EP, you're next. Jing, you're last. How is everybody else doing to you? I really missed a couple of the people who I was hoping to see that day. But some people just popped in to say hi, congratulations, happy anniversary, and then they had to go do their own thing that day. And that was beautiful just on its own. So, you know, I'm very grateful to all the people who did show up, and even those people who couldn't make it. I know you were there in spirit. You wanted to be, but yeah, you had other plans that were more important. I understand, you know. I'm just a silly guy on Twitch, for God's sakes. You know, people are gearing up for a lot more important things. Kids are going back to school. Work moms are finally getting a break. Work dads are finally getting a break. Stress is coming off and stress is coming on. Because now you got to deal with the school stuff. But it's 10 times better than the rowdy kids running around the house all day long. You know. At least that's what most parents tell me. Pause, you now have 3 minutes. Alexa, 3 minutes. Pause, you now have 3-minute timer. Hey, Master, how's it going? Because I have to work. Join in 1 hour. Okay, well, we'll see you in an hour then. Yo, till when I read, because I have to work, I will join you back in an hour. You go do you, my friend. I'm waiting for pause right now. They got 3 minutes to respond, and I'm moving on. So, EP, are you in chat? You're going to be next, so get your numbers and question ready in case they don't be here. Oh, what a day. All right, see you then. You know, I know when you guys have work. I know you guys lurk sometimes. I know you guys help me out in a lot of different ways. Even watching that 1 minute ad that pops up every hour helps me somehow. And, you know, that's why I only do one ad every hour. I'll make it as small as I can make it for you. Yes, you have to deal with pre-rolls, but that's another thing, guys, is that pre-roll stuff can be avoided if you want to join the turbo part of it, or if you want to subscribe. That's up to you guys. I don't want to force you guys to do anything here. My whole goal is to help you guys find a better way forward. This is not my job. I do not need the money. I am here for spiritual reasons only. If it were about the money, it'd be a lot different. I would be charging per reading and blah, 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 yakety smackety. I can't use my gifts like that. I've just never been able to use my gifts for personal gain. I've always used them for helping other people. It just seems foreign to me to use it for any other reason. 1 minute, pause, 1 minute. Yeesh, Jing, you're the only one responding right now. I wonder if EP's still in here. EP, you're going to be next in 52 seconds. All right, you're next. So we're just waiting. Yeah, you pretty much well put your numbers in question in, dude. How's Marshall feeling today, by the way? It's your turn, EP. Alexa, cancel timer.
There are no timers set.
Yeah, your turn, EP. Alexa, cancel timer. I might have you confused with somebody else. I have brain fart. Okay, just to clarify, are you Marshall? If you're not, then I got the wrong person. Sorry if I do. Okay, good. I thought it was. So, and what do you want to know with the 3 and 7? Well, you know, my brain sometimes, you know. You're next, Jingy. So what do you want to know with the 3 and 7? General, what do you want to know? I know they're typing right now, so let them type. Not a big, long list today. You got in here early, and we got a smaller list today, Jing. Don't have to wait around so long. That's good for you. Okay, so you want to know about career and future career stuff, right? Right. Let's get these cards good. We'll keep going until they tell me to stop. And now we got 3 and 7. 1, 2, 3. No God cards. Okay, I was getting a download. And then 7, right? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is your card here. Okay. And you want some tips, right? Some tips, because that's what I feel like you need to concentrate on right now is a little bit of a tips on how to get to the future you want. That's what I'm being told here, because you want to be a certain thing. Wasn't it a lawyer or something like that? Or I forget what it was, but and please tell me what it was, because I'm having, like I said, I'm having a brain fog day. A therapist, military, yeah, that's what it was. But anyway, so basically, your situation that you're in right now feels like a cage of sorts. Learning how to get out of this cage is all going to be important in that therapist part of what you want to do for the military. That you will help people remove themselves from their own cages that they've put themselves in and set them free as if it were parole day for them. So you are going to be able to turn their lives around to be more positively minded rather than negatively minded. My brother had to own up to his own mistakes and had to own up to what he did as a person and what he did in this world. He actually went to a jail of sorts. It was like mini jail. He should have gone to bigger jail, but I'll leave that up to what our court system believes, okay? But while he was in this specialized program that he was in, he did get the opportunity to come out and say, hey, I take responsibility. I've got to do something to change it. I went to therapy. I went and got my head back on straight. And then when he came out, he talked about it like this. It was the fresh breath of air he needed, the freedom that he was craving. And then it was that emotional stuff that he could finally let out, because, he had to be a certain kind of person in where you're at sometimes. So he was able to finally show those other emotions he couldn't show there. And that's what it was all about, overcoming that obstacle and turning life around. Learning how to overcome their depression. Learning how to help them see the light, like the clouds in the sky are showing us. The depression is not what happens to us. It's what we let happen to us. We are the sun in the sky, and we can beam through those clouds to part that depression out. And then the last and final thing you will do in this career is you will help bring down those natural defenses. Yes, we all get defensive at times. We all get butt hurt sometimes. But some people take it to the extremes where they put out the sharp dagger so much that they're protecting themselves from their own happiness as well as everything else in their life. And learning how to melt down that and learn to help them grow again is going to be one of the essential things that you do in that future. The last and final thing that you will most likely help people do when you're in that therapy, because I believe you're headed right for that destiny. I think that that's a good idea for you to do. If it has military ties, fine. I don't care which way it is. Therapy is definitely something I feel that you are keen to be able to help someday, especially when it comes to the things that you have to worry about on a daily basis. Because we all have things that we put in front of us that we wish we didn't do all of the time. I was a chronic worrier. I used to worry every time about every situation that could ever possibly happen. I worried myself so much that I was predetermining my future by worrying about future stuff that I never, ever, ever happened. And I thought to myself, why do I do that to myself anymore? And I said, I don't need to carry this or push this up this stupid hill. All I had to do was let go of it and let it roll down behind me, and worry no longer fears my life anymore. You know what I'm saying? And people take my over-exaggerations as yelling sometimes or screaming at times. But getting out of your own way, when we talk about doing that for people, though. Hello, Dread. Welcome in. First-time chatter. Dead. Not the pool chrome. All right. So that's what we got for you today there, EP. So, Chrome, can you tell me DC? I bet you have a little bit of steel in you. Did I do good? Well, think about it, EP. What you're going to be able to help people with these things. So, you learning how to overcome them for yourself, you will transition into that life. You know what I'm saying? And like the cards were saying, that's what we have to move towards, is these are the things that not only if you worked on for yourself, but it's also things that you will help others do. So you wanted to know and give yourself a bright future. That's how much you're going to be able to help people somewhere in the future by what you're going through. I know it seems like it's not for a reason, but it is. It's for a reason. It's so to show you how to power through. It's to show you how to overcome. It's to show you how to not give up. It's how to show you how to be a brave, resilient person. It's, all of that stuff. Well, exactly, but you wanted to know about career. So, and I'm telling you that that's what I'm seeing as far as career goes. So that's what I'm seeing. Is some kind of therapy. Maybe it's with the military, maybe it's not. I'm not sure on that. That's something I'm not seeing, but I'm definitely seeing the therapy part of it because I'm not sure of the qualifications for an army person. I don't know if I can relate it psychically to it. So anyway, that's what I got for you. Jing to the reading room, Jing to the reading room. And I start thinking about you said you were going to start to do, I thought, start to work on getting classes. Then we were going to work on finding a firm or something that you can be a part of or blah, blah, blah. Jing to the reading room, Jing to the reading room. Yep, you sure can. Let me get him in the right spot, Jingy. I want them to scream at me. This is the spot. Okay. Here is the spot for you, Jing. Here we go with your official 6 shuffles. 1, 2. No, that wasn't. That was 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, you got a 1, 2, 3 God card message today, Jingy. And the 34th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, and the 34th card is now on top. And you want to know what's coming for you. Jane, want to know what's coming for her in the next coming months, or coming soon for her, or coming in general, right? So basically, Jing, what I'm feeling coming for you in the within the next couple of months, I'm going to give you like a 6-monther. So this is about a 6-month. Okay, so within the next 6 months, you will be setting a new foundation down in your life. You will actually be starting to do something that's more for you and only you, putting down what is essentially the basic beautiful Jing. And we're going to be starting on a fresh new step here. And that fresh new step is just one that you are ready to place. You've been ready to place, and you will always be ready to place. You know who you are, Jane, and you're setting down that foundation now to make it even stronger. And that's a good thing. As you remember that you are heading towards your full potential. Remember, you have to reach your full potential. It's going to happen, Jing. You're going to allow those beautiful sun rays, the beautiful positivity of life to help you grow. You're going to take in the emotional rains that you need to let out and go onto the ground so that you can feel that nutrients return back into you. You're going to let the wind blow off the dusty little parts of who you are as a person. I know for a fact that you are grounded and you are ready to embrace that full potential. What is your full potential? To glaze like the beautiful sun in the sky that you actually are. To shine down onto your world with your positivity. That foundation stone gets brightened, those buds get fed, and you have a bright sunny sky to open your eyes to. However, comma, space, that only happens if you can get out of the cage you've been putting yourself in for such a long time. It's parole day, Jing. Time to get out of the icky, hurtful, sad, amazingly unto toxic relationship you've ever been in your life. And I say this with no prejudice whatsoever, that the cage you keep putting yourself in is Isaac. And maybe it's time to set yourself free and realize today is parole day and to go find that better future you deserve. But I know I can sit here and tell you that all I want. I know what you want. You want this to become better. And even if he turns himself around, if he turns himself around, I will eat pie. I will eat crow pie with dignity. I will eat crow pie so much that I will have to have 5 of them on the side. That's how much I wonder if you're listening sometimes. I don't want to place money, but I'll place a pie or two on that. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about letting himself out of that cage and realizing what the future does hold. Parole day is all about letting yourself out of that crap situation you're in. Okay? What's coming for you in the next month is getting out of whatever cage you see yourself put in. But your God cards come to say, okay, let's see what I really want to tell you, Jing. What could I have to tell you, Jing? I wonder what I have to tell you, Jing. It is not a bad thing to know this, but they are gifting you. Actually, it should be like this. They are giving you and allowing you to donate. But, well, let's go back to here. I did that for a reason. Because if you read it the other way around, it doesn't work out the best. So this is the way it originally came out. And if you are getting all of that which you need from your higher power, they are giving you the power and the strength to wield your own life to what you've imagined it to be, to reality. You are casting your spell or casting your energy onto the world. Whatever they've done to you up to this point was a gift to give you to use that magic. Now they want you to use that magic to donate back to self again. Somewhere in the future or sometime soon, I hope you take the girls' day you fucking deserve. One where you actually feel pretty by the time you are ending your time there. Because donating back to yourself is not a crime. Asking for that what you've given in return is not a crime. But there has to be a point where you say, I've given too much. And I have to be able to get that back in return too as well. You've paid your debts and they have been cleared. You are headed towards being the ultimate person you have ever been in your life. The knowledge, the wisdom, the test of time has come to tell you you will be everything and are everything you need yourself to be. You just have to lose those little tiny leaves every year. That's it. But Jing, I know that might always be the hardest thing to hear from me. But I've been feeling this for a while. I hope it doesn't come true. I hope you're able to correct the Isaac situation of it all. But it doesn't look good on my end. I'm just going to tell you. I'm not going to lie to you. It doesn't look good on my end. Pause to the reading room. Pause to the reading room. Go ahead and rejoin, though. Pause to the reading room. Pause to the reading room. Alexa, 3-minute timer for pause.
There are no timers set.
Good. Alexa, 3-minute timer.
3 minutes. Starting now.
You have 3 minutes, pause. I'm going to finish my smoke. And then we're going to get to Death Chrome. I hope you liked my DC joke. And welcome to Pins Back. How you doing? And Jing, I see you re-entered the queue. Say they re-entered the queue again, and now they're not here again. Yeah. I mean, I really feel it, Jang. I could talk with you practically all day about it. Yeah, I know you're here. I have to give them 3 minutes. That's my rule. Giving them 3 minutes to respond. That's what I have to do. Good. Good. Do you feel good about that? I bet you do. I bet it feels a lot more empowering than you were. Yeah, you're allowed to join up to 3 times, EP. 3 times per stream. Then you gotta give me a tip or something. Oh, hard. You'll see it. I can't tell you a whole ton about it because they want to leave it in your true hands. And I'll tell you more about it when we get to your reading. Yeah. Yeah, the rule has always been the 3 per reading, especially when you start to see busy, lots of big list, okay? Then that automatically goes into effect. The 3 minute timer goes into effect automatically starting. If I don't see you say something within the first couple of, hey, get your butt in here's, I'm going to say cancel you. Alexa, cancel timer. What do you want to know? Pause. What do you want to know? 7 and 7. General reading? All right, what do you want to know? Pause. All right, I will give you a general if I don't hear from you in a little bit here. General it is. Unless I see you typing. Oh, well, see, I didn't see that. Oh, okay. I didn't see that. My question is, will, will, will me and her have fun together in 2025? So you want to know if you're going to have fun with this person you're thinking of in 2025. Okay. And they told me I'm ready. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No God cards for you. Pause. All right, and 7 card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th card is. So, for me to start out, pause, one of the things I want you to know is that you have let yourself out of your predetermined cage. The one that you knew you were in all along, but you finally realized it and unlocked that cage and walked out that cage door. So now with her, you'll be embracing that freedom of just enjoying the moment while you're in the moment. And that's what 2025 is going to be for you, living in that freedom to choose to do something wild and crazy one day and serene and slow the other day. It's going to be all about what you guys are willing to work with together. And the Larimar's door is all about releasing yourself from your personal demons, okay? When I came up with the Larimar's door, it was a time in my life where this stone carried me for 15 years. It carried me for 15 years and told me and taught me how to be more free in my life. I have broken every single chain I've ever been a part of, except one, which I'm working on, which is my anger sometimes. I burst out an emotional outburst when I get upset. And I've been trying to curtail that one for a long, long time, but I'm going to beat it this year. So I'm trying to work on not yelling at people, except for when I come here, right? The fanning card is about you taking control of the situation as well. I don't care what anybody else says during this time of 2025. You two take the fan. You two burn the fire as hot or as slow as you want to do, because that's going to be what it's going to be about. telling everybody to go fuck off with their spider webs, letting them trying to dangle their marionette little tools on you. Nope, we don't need your help. We're going to go make our own life together. We're going to do our own thing in 2025. We will take control of it, and it will be what we want it to be. You will see the whole reflection of what it is like to be with her by the end of 2025. In 2026, you will have seen her for all the little good parts, all the little dark parts, and she will have done the same for you. You will see each other's truest reflections. And that's what's going to be very important, because this could mean if I see you, maybe I see you enough to say the words I've been wanting and longing you to say. The cards come to tell you that no matter what has happened before today, though, your destiny card is true. Remember the dream. Remember the dream that you had of what you envisioned life could be like. I want you to hold that happy thought, and I want you to believe in it like it is your life. Because today, the willow tree came to say it's going to be okay. No matter what happened in your past, everything will work out exactly the way it's supposed to. You will be okay. And that's the lesson I learned under that willow tree, was to take that moment, to receive that message from God, receive that message from future me, or whatever way you want to call it. That's the thing that holded me through a lot. Believing in that destiny, believing in that dream is what made me become the unknown prophet. So that's my only thing that I want to say to it, because I believe that whatever your dream is, you could make it and manifest it to be true. Not such bad. Pops, not so bad. All right, Dad. Dad, not the pool chrome. Dad, not the steel chrome. Anyway, hi. Welcome on in, Dead Chrome to the reading room. Dead Chrome to the reading room. You're welcome, Paz. So, here's how it works here, Dad. I ask you to choose some numbers here. I will ask you to pick a number 1 through 10. That's how many times I shuffle this deck for you. Then I will ask you for a second set of numbers 1 through 52. That's where I will count out all those cards until I get to your card, which will be where your future and your reading is at in my deck. If cards fall out during the shuffle, then that will be exactly the message from your higher power. It's the strongest, most powerful message I can give anybody here. So I warn my first-time chatters, they can be extremely overwhelming at times. You do not have to see them if it's your first time here. But the second time you come here, automatically get to show your God cards. I stopped being a pussy and just showing cards. But I gotta at least warn you once. So, with that said, whenever you're ready, throw me your numbers and your question. Just make it as simple as possible. If you just want a general reading, say general. I see your numbers. Do you have a question? You type in. You just want a general reading? Or do you have a question? Yes, of course you can. So is that your question? How will your house hunting go? I can do that. No problem. So let me think about here and get them in the right spot for you there, Dad. I do a pre-cleansing shuffle before any and all readings. Good to hear. Good to hear you're prepared. Good to hear that you know what you're looking for. That's very important here. Okay, they like it here. Here are your 8 official shuffles there, Dad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You have a 2 God card message for you today. It feels like it doesn't have to do with your question. It's more of a personal message to you. All right, and here comes your answer for 37. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 36. 37th card is now on top. All right. So, you want to know how your house hunting will go. In the next couple of months, things are going to be improving in the housing market. One of the things that's going to be happening is a big change is going to happen to a lot of us in this world. We all know the U.S. elections are coming up, and as much as I want to tell who could be the winner and who could be the loser, we for sure don't know. Right now, we're at a very even playing field for both parties, and I don't want to say which one you should vote for because that's your choice. I know who I'm voting for. I will not be voting for dictator number 1. Okay? So, but that's my choice. But what I'm feeling for you is that market's going to get a lot more easier. Property values are going to drop, and that's what we're going to be understanding. You know, and then when they drop, you will find the right location and the right spot. You're going to break that cycle that you've been in for a long time. You know that one that you keep feeling like you're on right now? Yeah, but still, you know, and I know even other countries are kind of rooting for that outcome. But like I said, I know who I'm voting for or not voting for. That's besides the point. Let's get back to your reading, Dread. So you want to know about this, the search for your house that you want to get. So I want you to imagine that house, okay? And think about the land area surrounding it. Because what I'm feeling for you is a lot of oak tree / a little bit of a lake, maybe on top of a hill, white house with blue or teal shutters. And it's in your area somewhere around there. I don't know if this sounds familiar, but I think you've seen this house before, and I think it's going back on the market soon. Something happened with the person who was going to be buying it, and you really thought you wanted that one, but something fell through on that, and they might be seeing if you're still interested. So I want you to keep it, because that Grand Elder card always means you have everything that you need to get the kind of result that you want. You just have to think about how can this grow me in a new, different way too. So breaking the cycle means I am not going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. I'm going to find a new way forward. What do I need to not look at anymore in order to break free of what keeps me in the I can't find a house market, right? And then in your future is that foundation stone. So that means you will find that house that you are looking for. Setting down a foundation in the future is always about you seeing yourself already there, that you have imagined it to be. And that's part of manifestation. That's part of free will. That's part of everything that you could need. But you will put down everything that you need, all the essentials of what you need in a property, all the essentials that what make up a home will be there. I think you're going to find it in the next month and a half. And this will make you extremely bright and happy because you'll find the house. I think, if I were to be honest, it feels like an early November is when it'd be a move-in date, if there were a move-in date, and you'd get it a little bit earlier in the like middle of October and first of the month. That's when you'd be moving in, kind of stuff, your typical moving in stuff. So that's what I'm feeling for you on that. And then, so I would keep those positive thoughts flowing, keep looking in those areas. When I don't know what country you're in, I don't know where you're at. So whatever is around you, I want you to think about that little bit higher terrain, looking down on a lake with oak tree maybe, or it might be something that's a hardwood in your country. So something with hardwood by it, like I don't know, I don't care what kind of hard. It can be a bunch of different things. Oak, it could be cedar, it could be willow, it can be a bunch of different things. Right. So that's what I'm seeing for you. And let's get to your God cards. Hey, it's your first time here. Yeah, Canada. So Canada. Yeah, it feels kind of rustic too. Are you looking for something rustic? You got a two God card message. And I always prepare you for the harsh truth that these can kick your spiritual ass. If you're a first time chatter here, you do not have to see these your first time. You can pass if you want to, but this is a message from your higher power telling you something you really need to hear today. It's usually an answer to the, hey, God, can you please give me an answer already? Okay, here's your answer, kind of a meaning. Yeah, and that's what I'm feeling. Do you want to see your God cards? What your higher power wants you to know above all things is it's time to take that leap of faith and stop being scared of what you're actually scared of. It's time for you to overcome these fears of yours and just take a leap of faith in whatever decisions you are going to make. When you feel like it's a good time to do something and you see the vision of it, you can make it happen. They've provided you with the best safety net, the wings of power, a golden parachute, and a soft ass landing. They still can't make you baby bird yourself off the damn cliff. So, whatever you're facing right now in that, that's what that means. And it's also time to embrace all the parts of yourself, the good, the bad, the uglies, everything that is within you. You need to start to love everything. Even if that means you can change it, you can manifest a new change and grow from those parts of pain you can't. Understand that today is the day you embrace yourself once again and say, I love me. That's what they have for you. All right. Hopefully that helped or answered a question you had recently. Yep, nice to see you. 2 pins to the reading room, 2 pins to the reading room. I don't know if I want any more coffee. Kind of want some water now. I'll leave the coffee for my wife in case she wants it. I'm going to water. My stomach's been really upset lately. Okay. Hello, I want to know if I should look out or keep in mind as I start the project. Okay, you want to know what you should look out for or keep in mind during your project. Okay. Let me fill my water up. Ugh. There we go. There's a hydrate for y'all. Let me get to the right spot here. 2 pins. Did you already show me your numbers and I just didn't see them? 2 pins, will you throw me your numbers too? And I see your question, but I wasn't sure where I see your question, but not your numbers. Okay, 4 and 12. Thank you. Okay, here are your 4 and 12th card ins. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, you have a 1 God card answer for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and you want to know what kind of things you should look at right now. Okay, we'll see you when we see you there, Master. I'll give you a 3-minute timer too, so don't worry. You'll have 3 minutes, and I'll call your name out. Well, it's important to understand there, my friend 2 Pins, that the things you need to consider or keep in mind out in this project, okay? Give me a second. I'm reading EP Boy's message. Prophet, you know how I have that clear image of the future? Seems too clear and well set for just a daydream. It seems with my actions, personal development, as if I'm adjusting details and what in the world. Okay, good to know. I'm going to get to doing 2 Pens reading now. It's because 2 Pens came here for a reason. I'll get to you when I get to you if you're on the list, okay? You want to know about the project. So one of the things I wanted to talk about the project, right? You know how we can look at projects in certain ways. If you lift the doom and gloom of it all and see the opportunity you have to manifest whatever your little brain can come up with is what we need to start moving you towards. I'm reminding you that right now you are looking at pure manifestation, not the darkness. You are looking at pure dream, not the darkness. You're looking at the place where dreams travel into reality and become true. It's not always exactly the way we envision it, but damn near close enough. It's not a mirror image, it's its true image. So when you are looking towards that manifestation and you will feel the empowerment to keep going, then remind yourself that you're just looking at manifestation, not darkness. When you are ready to stop manifesting and start putting that into action, actually doing the thing you want to do, you move the mirror out of the way and see the bright way forward so that you can move towards that more positive outlook and goal to it. Here's my next goal. Here's my next goal. Here's my next goal. Here is what I plan to do for myself to prove that I am on the right track. First goal, blah, blah, blah. Second goal, blah, blah, blah. Right? Do you have ads there? We have ads. I want to make sure, EP, you don't have ads. I mean, 2 Pins, do you have ads? That answers that question. And boo, we're back. All right, let me know when you're back from the ads there, 2 Pins. Good. So we can move on to your second card of what you need to be aware of. Remind yourself that your project is like a forge. You have to build the energy you need to create the thing that you want the most. So as you begin to feel these lull moments happen to you, remember to grab that thing that feeds that fire. If that means I have to put a tiny bit more money away so I have it when I need it, then that's a bonus. If I put that positive spin on it, that I am going to see that I'm forging my new tool forward. What tool am I making? Well, that's up to you. What kind of a tool do you need at this moment? What do you think you need to create? What is the thing that is going to drive you forward? So keeping that in mind and keeping that forge red hot and ready so that when you do put that person or thing in that hot molten place called a forge, it actually heats up that metal long enough for you to temper it into whatever shape you so choose. Embrace all the parts of it. The good, the bads, the uglies, and everything in between. You're going to have to learn how to embrace even the bad times and turn them into positive opportunities going forward. Learning about what works and doesn't work, but seeing it in a positive light. Knowing that I love myself and I love what I'm doing, so much that even the problems that I can turn into something better someday, they're no longer problems. I'm manifesting change in them. And I'm embracing that part of me. Maybe I can learn how to use it as a superpower. Maybe I can learn to use it as a reason not to do it, whatever the reasons might be for you. Reminding yourself that you have everything you need right now to be successful, that you have the right mindset, that you have the right drive, that you have the right ambition. And that means you will gather the ancient knowledge you need to be able to put whatever this is that your project will do, right? Because it's going to help you grow in a lot of little different ways. You may have stood the test of time through it, so you'll stand the test of time and see it to become fruitionist, but you'll also have to always continually grow and make that business grow in new, unique ways every once in a while. So that's basically what it's telling you about the hints and stuff like that. So that's what I got for you. Yeah, be adaptable. When I was running the business, my one weakness was not being adaptable to the change that was coming my way. Things would happen so fast, I couldn't handle the stress of it all. I didn't know how to handle stress as much as I do now. I acted out because I was a very emotional person. I still am emotional, but I hold back a lot of those emotions, not on purpose, but as a filter more than anything, that I don't go overboard, except for when I need to. And then I've got your God card for you, which is the best advice I think they could have given you as going forward. Be the kind of person who plants one physical good seed about your business, one mental seed about your business, and one spiritual reason to be better in your business. Just one thing at a time, physical, mental, and spiritual. That's what you need to understand, is to how to juggle those balls again. And spirit means believing in the dream. It doesn't have to mean believing in God. All right, Jing, you're up. Jing, to the reading room. 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 Jing, you now have 3 minutes. Alexa, 3 minutes.
3 minutes, starting now.
3-minute timer starting now, Jing. Oops. There we go. Alexa, cancel timer. My screen got stuck. Oops. Okay. Let me get them in the right spot for you, Jing. What's coming for you and Isaac in the next... Do you want to add a time frame to that, or do you want to just know what in general is going to happen? Okay, Jingy, here are your 4 official shuffles. Let me see what you said here. Okay. Yeah, in general. I thought that's what you meant. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have a 2 God card message. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, and 2. And that's the 12th card in. What's coming for you and Isaac, huh? All right, Jing. First and foremost, you know it. He's going through a depression right now. Isaac is deeply depressed and going through a major depression right now. I don't know if he sees that there's light in the sky quite yet. He's been trying, but he's been acting out because he doesn't know what else to do. I know what you've been trying to do recently, and I think it's a wise idea to just let him be for a while and maybe figure himself out and figure out what he truly wants. Maybe that's what he has to go through to come back to you a better person. Maybe that's what he has to realize before he realizes what he's actually done to himself. But what I'm feeling for you and Isaac is this moment of getting through the depression and understanding one another again. Because I know you want this hopeful reading, right? But I am going to tell you it's going to be hard to distinguish the man you've always known from the man he's becoming now. Because I'm not seeing him go back anytime soon. He's going to keep doing what he's been doing. Because what he's doing is hurting him somehow. He's trying to relieve himself of something he feels guilty about. Something he feels ultra sad about. All of those things. What could that be in his life right now? Yeah. You know, I'm not worthy of a life like this. I am bad. I've done it wrong. That's what goes through a person whose head is messed up. I'm worried tomorrow will be even worse than today. I have no will to live. I have no will to try. I just want to exist. Leave me alone. You know, that's basically a depressive mind is. And when you drink, you are compounding that by 10 times worse because it's a depression medicine. It is not something that will help depression. It was something that will worsen it. You know why, Jing. You know why. Come on. He's been telling you for months how he feels about himself. The distance between you. The stuff he keeps saying to you. All of that stuff. Because he's done. He doesn't know how to move beyond the in-between spot. Between loving you or not loving you. He doesn't know how to move on. And he doesn't know why he wants to move on. He likes it exactly the way it is. You change the script, so that's causing contrast in his life. And that contrast is making him think and go into his own brain, bringing up all of his own flaws, all of his own depression, all of his own anxieties, all of those other things. And that compounds and compounds and compounds until that dam breaks, which I believe broke. And then you start to turn to one of three things. You have a person who can help you, which is the more prevalent, going towards a drug, or the other option I don't like to say, you know? But locking yourself away or making sure you can't go anywhere, that kind of stuff. But the thing about the integration part is, yeah, I know that. I'm just telling you what he feels, okay? It's his guilt. It's his shit, not yours. But, like I was trying to get to is, you could bring all of the good parts within him together. Hi, Indigo. Nice to see you again. And you could bring all of those back within him as long as he's willing to step up and be a more positive person. You can do it for yourself as well. You could bring these two worlds together as one, but like I've said a million times, it's going to take work on both of your parts. Until he's willing to do the work, it will never be anything like what you want it to be, no matter how much you want it. It's time to see if this is the moment to get into your car and drive away. Drive towards those signposts that have been trying to tell you when to get off the road, when to get on the road. Maybe you're going too fast. Maybe you're going too slow. Maybe you're running low on gas and need to refill. Maybe you have a lot of gas and need to get going. It's all about what you bring with you. You leave the junk behind because you can only carry so much in that car. And that car has a very small trunk. So whatever you carry with you on that trip should only be that which helps you survive the next little bit of the journey you have to go. So that's why I feel like then this could be you and Isaac coming back together and deciding that we're going to do this in a more positive way. I know. But like I said, I am trying to give you the reading that they're telling me to give you here. Because they know what you want, but they know what you need. Okay, the want of it really is I want Isaac. The need of it is I really don't need him in my life. And they're trying to make you make a choice. They want you to make that choice. They don't want me to come here and tell you what that choice is. You know what I'm saying? What makes you happy? What makes you happy, Jing, is what I want you to think about. What brings you joy in your life? If it brings you joy in your life, if it's bringing happiness in your life, if it's empowering you, if it's making you feel good about who you are, if it's doing all of the stuff that you can actually enjoy your life rather than be miserable with your life, that's my suggestion. You both have to find the happy again and never ever let it go. So there may be opportunity to fix it, or there may be opportunity to finally get in the damn car and drive your ass away. Anyway, God card time. It's time to release the anger, and it's time to start trusting your guides once again. Let go of all the anger and hate and everything you feel about it. Let it go in so many ways. You know my plate ritual. Go get an ugly old plate, write on it everything you're angry about, and smash it to smithereens. That's it. That's all I want you to do is find some ugly old plate that represents what is wrong with him, and you just smash it all away. Then you can take what the gods give you left from that, and you can start to use that to wield the power that you know you have and manifest what you want in your life. Hi, Goliath. Nice to see you. All right. That's your reading for today, Jing. Hello, my friend. Good to see you in chat. Master Trooper to the reading room. 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 Oh, wait. Did I get it wrong? EP? Sorry. EP boy. Sorry. EP boy. I made a mistake. Sorry. Yeah, I just realized it's not you. EP boy to the reading room. EP boy to the reading room. EP, you now have 3 minutes. Alexa, 3 minutes. Alexa, 3-minute timer.
3 minutes, starting now.
All right, let me see. I had somebody. I'll be back. Okay, EP, I'm going to put you to the last of the list if you're not going to be here. I'll be back right now. Okay, if you're back right now, give me your numbers and your question, EP. Otherwise, I'm going to put you to the end of the list. Numbers, question. He responded, so I'm waiting for him to respond to the rest of it. If you don't respond, I'm putting you to the end of the list. I'll give you to the end of your timer. Okay, Alexa, cancel timer.
3-minute timer cancelled.
So I have a timer right now. Your sister is forcing you to cook? No, your sister's not forcing you to cook. You're being nice to cook her dinner. You don't have to do anything your sister tells you to do. It's a choice. Anyway, what do you want to know? You waited all this time to not know what your question is? General reading it is then. General reading it is. That's what I'm going to give you. If you don't know, I'm going to give you a general. General reading for EP. General reading for EP. Unless you know what your question is, don't come back in here. Here are your 7 official shuffles. Oh, now we have a question? Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1 God card today. And 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And your question was, how will uni go? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, like September altogether, okay? And how uni will go for you. It is going to be a time for you to move out some of your old bad habits as far as learning goes. Relearning how to use certain tools new and improved now. Things that can refresh our memory and invigorate us to learn the new things we have to learn now. Because things have changed since the last time you checked. So we're going to have to move some of our bad habits out of the way to allow good ones to come in. So just know that you're going to be doing a lot of change, knowing that there are certain classes you know you're going to have, but holding back on the things you know will only be a sugar cookie for you. You know, it's about you enjoying the journey in September and getting out there and being a part of it. Just being a part of the community within that school, within that uni. Okay, and learning how to just go with the flow and take every day one step at a time. The journey, this finding card is all about you realizing that this will be a part of the journey that makes up who you are as a person in the future. So you going on this journey is the prize. So these universal classes are the prize that you go through to get to what you really want. You know what the outcome is. Graduation. That's the outcome you're looking for. And then you will see the big picture of it all. You'll finally see what it's going to take to be that therapist. And it might question you for a minute, but I want you to remember what you made up yourself to be like. What is the true picture that you are ready to show the world? What are you truly willing to accept about yourself? Showing people who you truly are and seeing the big picture after going through all of this stuff in September, you will be proud of that person and not hold back any longer. You will be building up a resilient little shield of yours that you will have to put on a tiny bit while re-entering school. You know it for what reasons. But this time, walk around in sunshine, not doom and gloom. Walking around in pride, not in doom and gloom. Walk around in love, not doom and gloom. Walk in that place like you have always been and will always forever be Marshall. That's who you are. No other things have to be said. You have built up the resilience you need to get through everything that you will be put through, and all the classes that you will then will only make you stronger. Okay? So everything you're going to go through in uni will only make you a stronger person. Especially when you learn about reactionary and psychological reactionary time. And then we've got your God card. Try to donate more back to yourself again. Use this time to fill yourself with that knowledge. Use this time to gift yourself that which you really need, which is learning this in the most beautiful way. But don't forget to have fun too once in a while. You know, you can donate back to yourself in a monetary way. You can donate back to your spirit in a spiritual way. You can donate back to yourself in a mental way. Physically doing something good for yourself. Mentally doing something good for yourself. And last but not least, doing something spiritually good for yourself. Hello, welcome in, Morgan. I'm not going to even try to say that name. I know I could probably say it, but I'm not going to try. All right, EP, on to the next. Master India, to the reading room. I know you've been waiting a while. Master Trooper to the reading room. Master Trooper to the reading room. Here we go. All right. What the gods have to tell me about the upcoming days from tomorrow. Okay, and the 8 and 15. Let me make sure they're in the right spot for you. All right. Here are your 8 official shuffles. 1. That's too many. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oops, 7, and 8. All right, you have a 2 God card message today, Master. And now we have the 15th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and the 15th card is. And your upcoming days from tomorrow. So you want to know what your days, starting tomorrow, what are your days going to be like, basically, right? Well, Master, good news is that you will have to not worry about the plan for once. Going with the flow will be all important for you to understand, Master, that maybe it is time for you to get off the wandering path and get in the lazy river and let the universe guide you for a while. You don't have to try to do anything right now. Just let what you've already been through soak into your very soul. Let it guide you and protect you until you are ready to let the current guide you to that next place to get off where you can rejoin the road once again. Don't be concerned with the path. Don't be concerned with the time. Don't even be concerned with the direction. It's time for you to just sit back, relax, and wander a while. Seeing things for how they truly are and seeing things how you will. Sorry, guys. Knowing that you will open your eyes and see your world in a new, different way by the end of September. Opening your eyes to the possibilities. Opening your eyes to the dream that can come true. Opening your eyes to the vision, the power, and the source of your own power returning. Then you will start to understand what it is you need to do. To give back. To share that part of yourself that you've been holding back from sharing. It's time to either release the beast and show the world who all of you are, or it's time for you to stop asking yourself the question, why do not people want to be around me, blah, 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 blah. You have to release the monster. It's something I'm working on right now. Release the angry monster who needs to yell at everybody because of what was done to him long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. But it was when I started to share, and this means sharing with yourself too, and being open and honest with yourself about what you're really ready to do and not do. But no matter what has come your way there, Master, it's gonna be okay. No matter what has happened to you up to this point, the destiny tree comes to help you. Know that whatever you manifest in that dream can come true. It's like me following that blue sphere dream when I was a younger boy, having to pay attention to multiple different signs, ignoring some of those signs, paying attention to some of those signs, and maybe getting the future I was absolutely meant to have, right? So the Willow card comes to tell you today is the day to realize after today, everything will be okay. No matter what, everything will be okay. And I think that's a pretty powerful message to end on with you, that. Because I do believe that they've got you covered for a while. And this is going to be the time when you sit back, relax, and trust and see why you should have done that in the first place. You know? All right, God card time. Ready, Master? I want to see you say ready. One of the things that I know you're going to be having a little bit of difficulties with is this. There is a small part of your old self that still needs to be put to rest. That you need to finally lay down and let that part of you go to heaven. Whatever hurt baby master trooper is still left inside of there, whatever inner child is still left in there, is screaming, please let me rest now. I've done enough work. I don't need to be here anymore. That part of myself can finally be at rest. And maybe it's time to consider, it's time to move on and let that new soul be born in you, the man that you are now, the person you are now. Use this time to ignite your future. This is the catalyst. This is you striking against the match striking part of a matchbox. You igniting your future into what you choose it to be. So your will, your intent, your vision, your power, your passion. It's time to take what has been given to you and strike against that grain and ignite that flame onto that fire. And then you know what you do? You get one of these beautiful soul candles out. This is you, and you do this. Oh, look. I made fire. Look, I am igniting my future to become the soul creature of my life. It may take a little bit of time to light it, but once it's lit, it stays lit until I blow it the fuck out. Or there's no more candle left. So you get that energy back in return. I love my props. All right. Goliath. Goliath to the reading room. Goliath to the reading room. Welcome in, Goliath, to my reading room. Thank you very much. I hope it helped you today. Goliath to the reading room. Goliath to the reading room. Welcome on in, my friend. Now, I know you haven't been here before, and I will hydrate for you there, Master. Is that I ask you to pick some numbers here as a part of your reading. Pick a number 1 through 10. That's how many times I will shuffle the deck for you. Pick 1 through 52. That's where the answers will be in my deck. If you do want me to answer a question, make it as simply as possible. You were skipped. Okay, Indigo, I'm sorry. If you were skipped, put your name back in chat. If I skipped you, I apologize. You'll be next then. Goliath, you're not listening. I don't know if you're still here listening. What do you think? Yeah, he says no problem. You're next. So, all right. Sorry about that, Indigo. What are your questions? What are your numbers? Here we go, and I'm moving you up to the front. All right, you're now in front there, Indigo. Okay. Reveal what has been hidden. Something I'm very, very, very adept at. I'm reaching for the stars, my friend. I'm reaching into that dark cauldron. I'm going to find it. You think I'm a hunter now? Wait till I start hunting your spiritual crap. Wait till you see what I pull out of the fucking ass of the universe. The universe is going to be an asshole. Might as well go in there and grab what I want from it. And it's really not an asshole. It's just, it's kind of the eternal creation, death. We see it all the time. All right. Getting them in the right spot for you. Okay, they like it here. So here are your 10 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that one jumped out of the queue. All right, here we go. 10th card in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you have a 4 God card message today. Let's see what we got here. Reveal what's been hidden, and reveal we will. Indigo, the thing that you keep hiding from yourself is that you have put yourself in a tiny cage of sorts. It's your preconceived notions of what the world should look like. It's the preconceived notion about what you see your world as if it were now. It's about you seeing the world in a dark, dreary place that you don't want to live in. That place you can't breathe, the place you can't be free. As you remember, in this life, there are many things coming out and going out. But you have to reveal to yourself that one thing that you've been waiting to reveal. Let's get to it. Is it about the anxiety, really? Is it about the depression, really? Or is it about the self-sabotaging stuff we say to ourselves every day? Is it really about those things? Or is it about what we choose to say to ourselves day in and day out? So maybe it is time to give yourself parole from those emotions and those feelings and allow them to stay in the jail cell. You're walking free out of that cage. Parole day is today, my friend. And now you get to go make your life be better than it ever was because you're re-embracing that fresh breath of air in your lungs again. You're re-embracing that fresh air and rain that you are emotionally ready to let out the tears of whatever you need to let go of. It's time to let out those hidden emotions and things that you've been holding back on. It's time to allow yourself permission to cry. It's giving yourself permission to laugh. It's giving yourself permission to be, okay? It doesn't matter which way it is for you, but you have to start to own it. And that's one of the things that have been hidden. It's time for you to stop hiding from your community. It's time to stop hiding behind closed doors. Maybe you need to get back out around your community members, be engaged with your community members, and actually find someplace you do belong. Sorry, my GERD is acting up a lot today, guys. So get back around those people who made you feel positive about life. The campfire people of your life. The people you want to bring on a camping trip. The people who bullshit you, keep it straight with you, allow you to have fun, and allow you to be yourself. No other restrictions than that. And then you bullshit and talk about each other, about all the stuff that's real and not real. But as you start to talk about these things, you get to that information that you really did need to hear that day. And that's what's going to help you going forward, getting in that community again. Now is the time. Now is the time to bring both of your worlds together as one. The dark part of you and the light part of you have to coexist. So instead of walking in between two different worlds, I want you to walk that gray in between. You don't have to be good. You don't have to be bad. You don't have to be anything. All you have to do is exist as the person you know yourself to be true to. What am I most true to? And that's what I choose to step into today. And even if I make a mistake and choose to step into the other path, I will learn from it. And I will bring this note together and this note together to make that beautiful symphony sing once again. And I will become a unison. When I was originally unison, that's what I had to learn how to do. I had to be good, have to be bad, Josh kind of stuff in me. I had a chemical imbalance I didn't know anything about. And now I know. I take the right medications, I don't act out as much as I normally would have. You know, I sometimes can get very emotional, and I understand that about myself. Giving myself the freedom to be very emotional at times is something people are going to have to learn to accept, because it's not something I can change right away. I'm working on it, but give me a chance to work on it. I may have an opportunity to talk to thy spiritual family again. Indigo, today is the day to break the cycle. This whole time, and the thing that you really need to see is it's time to get off the hamster wheel of life. It's time to get off of that and start walking around in the hamster maze, where you can go anywhere and everywhere you want to go, because there are so many different routes that you can choose from. And that's what is going to be the majority of what is going to be hidden for you. Is to see that you have the ability to break free of that cycle that you don't want to be in, and how to free yourself from that cycle by just saying, I'm going to do one thing different in my life. The one thing different I did in my life, I'm not going to be sad anymore. I'm going to look for joy in my life. Whatever joy I need to find, that's what will bring me joy. I don't hurt anyone doing it. I'm not trying to overthrow governments or make people be who I want them to be. 4 God cards, Indigo. Embrace all of you, from your God to you. Embrace all of you, the good and the bads. The things you can manifest, you can change, sweetie. And we're here to help you through that. The things you love about yourself, bring them even closer to you, because they're going to help heal those things that you don't know how to heal yet. Take your future into your own hands and start to mold it into what you see it becoming. They're asking you to take all the ingredients that make up indigo and build something out of it. To take your life into your hands and see an image and then shape your life to meet that image. I did that as well. I saw an image of what I wanted my life to be like. I tried to get towards that as fast as I could. It took me a long time to get to the end of the road for my Pacific life. But without all that stuff that happened to me before, I don't live the life that I'm living now. So just reminding yourself that all of this that is happening is molding you into a shape, but you get to decide what that is. It's time to walk in around sunshine in a sunflower field, acting like a sunflower, taking up the sun all day long like a sunflower does. It's time to get around more positively minded people and start to look for the happy again. I want you to envelop yourself in warm, cozy, good, feeling like people. People who are open, people who are honest, people who are going to be that positive forward force for you. It's important that you get around those positive people. And then you will be able to finally get out of your own goddamn way a little bit and leave all these issues and problems behind you into the ravine. Instead of pushing it up the hill, how about we let it go and just allow it to roll back down into that ravine that's a half a mile back? Oh, well, you don't have to climb over anymore. Is that ravine just a small mountain? The time of mourning is over. I agree. As long as you're ready for it to be. If today is the day you end it, then today is the day you bring their spirit with you in hopes and generations to come, that you will become the person you see in your head, Indigo. You will become the person you see in your head. You just have to start to believe it And the more you believe it, the more you believe in it, the more you believe in it, the closer you will get to becoming it. Goliath, it's finally your real turn. And please retype your question and or numbers if you had them. I need to go open up my door here. All right, general reading for you. You got it, Goliath. I do need to take a bathroom break soon, so I don't really feel the need right now. I just want to go put some water on my face and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm going to do? Get some water on my head here. With all this energy, heats up the room like a fucking furnace. Yeah, you should feel my room after I'm done with readings today. It feels like I opened up the furnace. That's what it feels like. Every day I open up that door. My wife says I blast her like a blast furnace every time I open the door. Okay. Hey, you too, as well. Enjoy that blue moon tonight. There's a lot of power in that, especially for healing. Okay, guys? If you were trying to do something healing, today is the day to do that. You know? So, Goliath, I see your 18 and 8 numbers here. Yeah, I'm exclamation point list. You're the last one on the list, but you can also see it on the screen here. It's in the purple box right under all of that stuff to see where you're at. So, I want to get them in the right spot. Okay, here we go. 8 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2 God cards for you, my friend. All right, and now the 18th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and the 18th card is now on top. Okay. I had to get back over about near my microphone again. All right. General reading it is. I am closing the queue down so I can go take a bathroom break here. Jing, I don't think you'll mind, but I got to go to the bathroom after this reading. So I'm going to take a bathroom break after this reading, 10 minutes at most. I might make something to eat too, so maybe 15 minutes so I can kind of do everything. All right? But for you, Goliath, the thing I feel about you the most, the thing that I see that you need work on the most, is when you're stopped being in battle and at war with yourself. It's not necessarily that you're an argumentative person at heart. It's just that you like to challenge yourself, but sometimes you challenge yourself so much that you end up arguing with yourself about it. And it's not always unhealthy to battle against that inner demon we have inside. But sometimes we just got to put down the swords and say, hey, buddy, can we be friends now? Can we just go out from this part and start to work on the peace that we need in our lives? Can we put down the swords long enough to actually be okay with ourselves? And then you have to understand that once you can put down the swords of it all, then you can become the person you said you wanted yourself to be. If you're not at war with that person anymore and you've accepted all of you, you become the person you were always meant to be. So now is that formative time to Become that person that you said you wanted yourself to be. Start walking the walk, talking the talk, and doing the do. Start acting like it, talking like it, and doing like you are meant to do it your whole life. Reminding yourself that this is a part of the journey. It's not about the destination, it's the journey, not the destination. That's the most important. On this journey, you will learn a lot of wonderful life lessons. And upon more, you will overcome those obstacles, finding the hidden treasures along the way. This has all been designed to help build up your resilience, Goliath, and increase that positive shield of yours again. Because just like a paper birch tree does here in Minnesota, especially in winter, it has water, the lifeblood of this world, the rejuvenating love of all things, water running through it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, unless it reaches about 20 degrees Fahrenheit, negative Fahrenheit, for it to freeze. And what it does is it splits its skin open, not to damage itself, but to release that pressure, to release that old dead stuff it no longer needs so it can grow even more. It doesn't split its skin out of hate, it splits its skin out of love and leaves behind the things that aren't serving it any purpose anymore. And then it allows new growth to come in by splitting its own wood and allowing that fresh moisture and that fresh sunlight to come into its tree. So it protects itself through the damage it has incurred along the way. With that said, that is your general reading for right now, Goliath. And what I'm feeling most of all is like a re-empowerment stage of walking back around in that beautiful sunshine shield that you used to walk around in or are currently walking in right now. And it's all about enjoying your journey and being present and being who you really are. You're a good man. Now I've got God cards for you, and you're the first time in here as well, so I like to warn people if they want to see their God cards or not. They're the most extreme messages you can hear from your higher power. This is a message direct from God to you. I have nothing to do with this. So if you want to see it, great. If you don't want to see it, okay. Next time you come in here, you have to see them. You're already on the list, Dahlia. You're last on the list. So what do your gods have to tell you? That it's time to get out of your own goddamn way and stop pushing up that rock, up that goddamn hill already, and let it go and let it fill in the voids behind you. Please, it's time to let it go. Next, don't be such a stubborn person. Don't procrastinate about it. Stop swimming around the problems and swim around the problems. Through them. Swim through, not around, swim through the problems. You're a big ass mighty fucking whale. You have a song in your heart and you can't wait to breathe that ocean of fresh air again. You're going to jump for joy and sing with your whole life. Oh my God, I'm so happy to be alive and joyful that I get to go back into the life I love and finish with all of these icky issues finally once and for all. That is also a one true love card, so if you're looking for love, they might be on the way. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of a bathroom break now. I will be back, okay? So I'm going to leave Goliath in the queue until I come back, and then I will say, Jing, it's your turn when we get back. 10 to 15 minutes at most, guys. You're welcome, Goliath.
See the start of where we begin. I see, I see, I see. I just wanna be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start up. I see you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of. I see, hopefully we'll be there in a moment. I can only see that. I see that we could be. I hope you finally see me. So it's time to finally walk past smile and give it my best. So I'll trust that little soul in me.
smile and gave it my best soul. I'll trust that little soul in me, and maybe now I'll finally be free.
I can't ask to open up again. I'll break my heart and then it'll start over again. What do I do, my friend? I see, I just wanna be a part of. I know that days we're gonna start up. I see, you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of. It began for purpose, live on. As I heard the cornfield song call out to me, I heard it in the reeds that day, so I followed the path. It gave me strength to not fear the way. Underneath the willow tree, the branches they comfort me. When a little bunny rabbit slept next to me, it was the only thing I could be, because I saw my destiny. And even though the bullies were harsh and my friends, they only used me for my innocent heart, I told the teacher that day that the woman who used to tell me it was just a game. So I took to the sky and I imagined my life, and I saw the timeline that saw no strife, and I believed in a dream once and for all. I took my finger and pulled it to the ground, and I called my path, for that's where I was found. Of no gate, but that of a beautiful butterfly by. So I took my brush, two in my hand, and I put on the canvas all the way I could stand. The pain in the heart that was stealing me, I let it go on the pages you see. I wrote up my life till I was a king, and the painting came and went. See, as I began to live my dream, suddenly I thought I'd see the one that was right for me. But rose-colored glasses stole my heart, but it wasn't to be so. I had to go on. When I finally moved on, just when I thought love could never find me, then walked in my destiny, and the creative part of my soul was free. And I knew that to die wasn't a gift. I had to find the power Yeah, for his myth. It must go on the pages. And that would find me. That was mine. That was mine. I could live for a little time. I knew. It was meant to be.
From the edge of suicide, I found a time when I was remaining alive. Was my only cry. I knew it was the moment I wanted to die. The sadness was inside. I cried, I cried, I cried. But I only wanted to leave this world behind. I was on the edge of suicide. On the edge of suicide. On the edge of suicide. 'Cause I thought my life should go. In darkest places I roam, I'm on the saddest road I tend to go. And on this lonely road I get lost like I've never been lost before. I give in to my shadow self, and I gave to the world too much that I had to give. But it wasn't enough, it seems. So my fear inside could cry so loud I could barely breathe. I knew the patient times in me. I felt the rage building inside me. On the edge of suicide, where I almost took my life, but then I found a whole new way to die. So I gave in to. Well, thank you guys for that. I really appreciate you guys giving me the time to go take a break. And much needed. I feel a lot more refreshed and stuff like that. So let's get to it. Jing to the reading room. Jing to the reading room. Jing. I'm going to give you more time than normal because I just came back in here. So, and the queue is reopened, guys. Jing. Alexa, 3-minute timer for Jing. 3 minutes starting now, Jing.
3 minutes, Starting now.
You're next, Dahlia. I hope I said that right. I'll just eat my sandwich and shit. You know? See? I had to wait for it to cool down. Still needs to cool down a little bit. One minute, 40 seconds, Jing. I can't wait to have some weed after this. I love the emotes, by the way. Those are cool. Jing, you have 1 minute. I'm going to get some ice. I'll be right back. Alexa, cancel timer. Alexa, cancel timer. All right, Dahlia, you're next in line. Dahlia, to the reading room. Dahlia, to the reading room. Alexa, can. Oh, you're back now? Okay, I just took you off there. Let me just change it back here. All right, Jing, your numbers then. Okay, she came back at the last second, so it won't take that long. What do you need to know, Jing? Oh. Please tell me, where did you put the fucking cup for this shit? Oh, man. I think I left it in the other room. I'll get it later. Doesn't stop me from drinking it. Right place coming in there, Jing. So we're thinking what's coming for you in October, basically, right? Or are you talking like us this time next month? Are we talking October or are we talking sometime in September? Okay. So, just wanted to double check. All right. All right, they like it here. 8 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. No God cards this time, Jing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, and what's coming for you in 1 month, next month, of course, in September. So, Jing, what's coming for me? Just you in the next month. A time for you to pull all of the good parts of who you are together as a person. A time for you to reintegrate all that which will work with you and let that be your powerhouse. Coming together and learning how to light that all-important flame of freedom and also that all-important drive that you need to accomplish some of the goals and dreams you have in your life. Overcoming the depression of it all will be what you need to have that for. So when I say this depression time is going to happen in September, it feels like there's some the problems don't reconcile between you and Isaac, but there's a little bit of sadness in September. And I'm not sure what it is, but it's not saying exactly what it is here. But it does involve you communicating better with somebody. So that could be it too. It could be coming out of the darkness and learning how to communicate better with our partner. Because the Vine card's all about communicating. And if we're looking for the light, so they might be looking for the bright, shiny part where they can follow that out of that depression. And you could be that light. But support him in this. Don't do it for him. Okay? If you do it for him, he'll slip right back into it again. A time to donate back to you and only you, Jing. That's what's coming for you in September. A time for you to donate back to you. That's the majority of their lesson. You get the donate card a lot. You know that? So if it's the one thing you hear from me today, go treat yourself to a girl's day. Go do something that's just for you. Only you. To pamper yourself because you are a beautiful person. No other reason. All right, that's your reading. See you tomorrow. All right, Dahlia, it is now officially your turn. Yay! You're welcome, Jing. Okay. I can do that. We're basically asking for some clarification from our guides and why we're seeing all the stuff that we're seeing, right? What am I not seeing that I need to know about? Can I talk about what you've been seeing, first of all, just in a general magical sense of it all? Seeing a lot of rats alive is all about collection and gathering up. Butterflies are about change and manifesting from going from ugly to beautiful. Crows are all about messages that are being sent to you from the guides. And flying over your head are kind of saying, we're checking in on you. And the white pigeon sitting in the middle of a bunch of black ones is basically You feel like the white pigeon in the only good one in a room full of black sheeps. You know what I'm saying? Basically, but pigeons are more about they are messengers too, but they're usually a message of peace and love and stuff like that. That's the general quote unquote what they mean. Getting your cards in the right spot so I can give you what the reading you need, so I can really tell you what this is all about. Okay, they like it where it's at. Did you throw me your numbers and your question? You throw me your. So I need two numbers for me, 1 through 10, and 1 through 52. That's all I need, and I'll answer the question you already put in chat. Okay, here we go. Here are your 5 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. One God card for you today. And the 34th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, and the 34th card is. All right, and this is what they're trying to tell you with all of this. I kind of thought. I know I love my cards when they pop up and say certain things that I kind of already see coming, but so let's take into account all that you've seen, right? Let's take into account all the ingredients that we've seen up to this point. We saw rats. What are we trying to give back to ourselves? What are we trying to collect again? What do we need strength in numbers for? Number 2, butterflies are about transformation. So all about the transformational moments that you want inside of yourself to be awakened and alive again. Then crows are messengers, usually of death, but they're also collectors as well. And they collect the shiny things, not necessarily the ugly things of life. And then they bring them back to their nest, right? But crows have always been a long-standing bird of the mysteries. So when a crow shows up, it's like the gods themselves saying, hi, how are you? You know? And then the pigeon that we bring into the mix, meaning a place of you feeling at peace, surrounded by a bunch of dorks that are telling you something different, right? We take all that into context, and those make up all of the right ingredients for what we're trying to make within ourselves. So you've been building an ingredient list, gathering all the right tools and all the right things. When you're seeing these things, first, stop and ask yourself, what is the first thing that crosses my mind when I see these things? It's usually your guides trying to tell you something, and they are talking. They are talking. They have been sending you major signs. Seeing numbers and sequential are all about you, your guides basically saying we're here and support you. 1s are all about you seeing yourself as you are. 5s are all about the elements, and 3 is about the magic, right? So now what are we doing with all of this stuff that we've been seeing? We bring it all together, and then we've got to let it break down enough so we can understand it. Once we understand it, we take the raw materials left from this straining process that we do to make that elixir of life that will fuel us the rest of the way for our dreams and goals. Now we use we don't use the stuff that we strained out. We cast that into our trash bin, and we start a brand new foundation, which we build around our safety walls. What keeps us safe? Believing in myself, believing in my dream, believing in a higher power, believing in saying the I cans, not the I can'ts. It's all about you building on top of the positivity you have already started. Knowing that you are about to uncover some secrets dark deep within. That you know that there are some things underneath the surface that you've been trying to understand for a while. We're trying to dig up these feelings in you so that they will be raised to the surface so you can deal with them. We're trying to get you to see why these things are so important to you. If you ask yourself right now, after I've said everything that I've said, what does this mean to you? What do you think the message means? You don't have to tell me. I'm just saying that's what you should be asking. What do I think this means to me? Because they're trying to get you to share more information about what you want to see in your life, what you want them to guide you to, what they need you to guide them to. And they want you to listen to them as well. The birds and butterflies and all of those things are your guides, basically trying to point out something to you that day that you kind of missed the boat on. You know what I'm saying? And if you share the right information back and forth, give and take with yourself, with your higher power, and with the world. They're trying to get your attention, big time. That one person says George or Joe. Is there a George or Joe that used to be in your life? Is there a Joe or a George in your that passed away in your life? Okay. All right, let's see what this God card says. Now, you are a first-time chatter, so you don't have to see this God card. But if you ever come back in my chat again and I recognize you, you will have to see. Oh, maybe that's what it was about. Something was reminding me about Joe, and I wasn't sure what it was, but something that impacted you a lot. So... it's time to take all of these raw materials that you've been given and mold them into the shape that you are meant to be. You get to design that. You get to vision that. You get to see that with your whole heart and your whole mind and your whole soul. It's time to decide who you want to be, not who people want you to be. It's time to pick up your life and mold it into that shape you saw yourself becoming, that more positive self, that more enthused self, that person who doesn't give up, the person who never quits, the person who allows themselves rest and sleep to mold themselves into the shape they are deserving of being. So see that you are a deserving thing to be made into whatever your dreams make happen to you. From your gods to you. That's it. I'm calling it. I think I'm done for today. No, it doesn't seem like it, but my energy is dropping. So... but I really want to thank you guys for being here. We're going to try to pick out someone to go raid to right now. You're very welcome. I hope my answers had some meaning to you today, and I hope for all that it is that you enjoyed being here as well. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate that so much. We're going to get going to our raider for today when I've got to find someone to raid now. Ooh, I'm going to go to her.
Mirror.
I plugged her
Cars are going crazy. Ooh, today.
so much all the time. I have two people I'm going to shout out. First, the person we're going to go raid to.
5 times already. Oh, we've never had this one.
You know where we're going. Okay, that's not a house or nothing. So your inner child
And here's someone I just
Always
wanna
asking me for these deep
talk about.
breathings,
Yeah,
and I'm
I
very
just
touched.
got
You think
done.
I'm
I was
not,
just going
I'm
to
not
somewhere
shallow,
else,
even though I
Sergeant.
low-key am a little bit.
I'm
It'll change.
done. I need to eat
We
some
have Gemini
breakfast
in the
and
first
I
house.
did a lot this weekend.
Ooh.
Doing that 6-hour stream really did tax
You
me
are
a lot,
very-
guys. So I'm not kidding. I wasn't even sure I was coming on today, but I pushed through.
What's the
for you
word?
guys,
I
so.
fixed the bowl. Thank
So,
you, rats.
And then we're
Anyway.
gonna go to Tarot Mama.
I don't know where that
though.
came from. Thanks,
I love
rat.
Lyra,
Oh, I know where
she's
it's
been
from.
getting
It's
a lot of
from.
my love lately, and I will go say hi to her. But we're gonna go to Tarot Mama, who has been one of my biggest supporters for a long time. So, and here's Raiden message number 1. If you're a non-subscriber, if you're a raid, raid message number 1, raid message number 2. Shout out for Lyra. And then we're going to go to Tarot Mama. Well, maybe not. Alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow. More pretty music on the way out.
To my flight, I took the morning to night, and I embrace the dark inside, on the edge of suicide. As I begin to fly above the sky so high, for the first time in my life, I dream of a lonely sky. I must learn to fly. Now I have no need to try, because my wings soar up, lifting me so
So he could be
high.
like a little bit of a ladies' man, but then
Through the wind and rain, through the stormy
how
change,
do I describe this?
I began my dance with the
Easily
wind,
and
and it was
straight.
uplifting. And then a storm came, and my will began to rain.
He thought he was,
And I
right? Like that's how he described
almost
himself, but
fell
then
to the
kind of
ground.
would get a player, right?
So I must learn